Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something truly mind-bending. We're going on a journey to explore the highly theoretical, deeply fascinating twins of black holes, white holes. Now, you probably know that while these are completely mathematically permitted by Einstein's theory of general relativity, for the longest time, they were just totally dismissed as impossible. Basically a mathematical quirk, right? But thanks to some recent, incredibly bizarre anomalies out in deep space, along with emerging frameworks like loop quantum gravity, astrophysicists are being forced to take a serious second look.
I mean, we all know the black hole, right? It's been famously called a celestial whirlpool of gravitational death. It's this inescapable singularity that permanently deletes matter and information from the observable universe. But here's the thing. Physics absolutely loves, and actually demands, symmetry. So if the math allows for a singularity of ultimate inescapable destruction, it kind of has to allow for its exact temporal reverse too.
So what is it? Well, a white hole is the exact cosmic and mathematical opposite of a black hole. Because the fundamental laws of physics are actually time reversible, if you were to somehow hit rewind on a cosmic DVR and run a black hole in reverse, you get a region of space-time where absolutely no matter can ever cross the event horizon from the outside. Instead of relentlessly consuming everything around it, a white hole violently, perpetually ejects matter out into the cosmos.
All right, let's get into Section 1, the search for proof.
So how exactly do you find proof of something that supposedly doesn't exist? Well, scientists have been hunting for impossible signatures. Now, gamma-ray bursts are literally the universe's most energetic events, and they typically signal a massive star collapsing into a black hole. But back in 2006, astronomers detected something weird. GRB 060614. This thing lasted a staggering 100 seconds, which is a structurally long burst, and yet it completely lacked the expected supernova association. It behaved inexplicably, almost like a short burst that was just collapsing in on itself.
But the true, absolute anomaly of this 100-second burst was the missing afterglow. You see, a dying star forming a black hole always leaves a specific energetic signature behind. But this event? It left absolutely nothing. Zero. This bizarre absence has researchers incredibly intrigued, and it's led to a really prominent hypothesis. Maybe this wasn't a collapsing star at all. Maybe, just maybe, it was a macroscopic quantum bounce, essentially the explosive, instantaneous birth of a white hole, which might just give us our very first piece of astronomical proof.
Moving right along to Section 2, the front door.
Okay, I want you to imagine you're in a highly advanced spaceship trying to visit this anomaly firsthand to see what happens when we, knock on the front door. The tricky part is that the visuals of your approach would be incredibly deceptive. Because their gravity still fundamentally warps space-time in the exact same way, a white hole, from a distance, looks absolutely identical to a black hole. It's just a dark void surrounded by a glowing accretion disk. Honestly, you wouldn't even know the difference until your ship gets suddenly blasted by intense, outward radiating gamma rays.
Now, assuming your ship's shields somehow survive that ridiculous wall of radiation, you finally reach the event horizon. For a black hole, you likely know this as the ultimate point of no return. But here, it's a strict cosmic point of no entry. Crossing this boundary is just mathematically forbidden. Any matter or light approaching the horizon gets infinitely blue-shifted by this massive, violent outflow of energy. It literally creates an impenetrable wall of space-time that physically pushes back against you.
To put this into perspective, the energy you would require to actually breach that front door scales straight toward infinity, because you are fighting against the fundamental outward flow of space-time itself. The closer you get, the more exponential that resistance becomes. To actually push through the horizon and enter a white hole, you would require more energy than currently exists in the sum total of the entire universe. So yeah, the front door is permanently, mathematically locked. No way in.
Which naturally leads us to Section 3, the back door.
If the front door is literally impossible to open, the only theoretical route left is a cosmic backdoor. The mathematics actually suggest that the singularity of a black hole could be connected to a white hole via an Einstein-Rosen bridge. You know it better as a wormhole. But, and this is a massive but, this passage is violently unstable. Without hypothetical exotic matter that possesses negative energy density to somehow prop it open, the intense gravity would cause the wormhole to collapse and entirely pinch off in just a fraction of a second.
Let's just say you were brave, or honestly, foolish, enough to attempt this jump anyway. Surviving this requires navigating an absolutely chaotic gauntlet. You would have to somehow outpace unimaginably powerful gravity pulling you backward, navigate these severe optical illusions that completely warp your reality, endure the physical torment of reverse spaghettification, all to hopefully reach a violent ejection out the other side.
Let's talk about those optical illusions for a second. As you plunge down the literal throat of the wormhole, extreme velocities are going to trigger some profound visual weirdness. You'd experience something called relativistic beaming. Basically, the light around you concentrates into this intense, energetic burst, making it look and feel as if you were actually free-falling backward. Meanwhile, the universe ahead of you would physically appear to shrink. It creates this terrifying sensation that your destination is just rapidly moving away from you.
And while your reality is visually warping, your body is enduring extreme physical trauma because the space-time grid itself is literally flowing backward into the singularity faster than the speed of light. Simply pushing forward requires you to break the ultimate cosmic speed limit. The differential in these gravitational forces, desperately pulling at your back while you are desperately pushing forward, would stretch your body incredibly thin in a completely wild process known as reverse spaghettification. Ouch.
And that brings us to our final stop, Section 4, the other side.
Okay, so let's say you somehow defy all known physics. You survive the stretching, you blast out of the event horizon, and you are violently spewed out by the white hole. But where exactly are you? This brings us to a frankly staggering realization. Think back to 13.8 billion years ago. All the matter and radiation that comprises our entire observable universe violently emerged from a single singularity in a split second of cosmic inflation, a massive, sudden ejection of matter. Does that sound familiar? It sounds exactly like a white hole.
So, the mind-blowing question is, did we just travel through the very black hole that created our universe? Some theoretical physicists hypothesize that every single black hole that forms might actually just be the seed for a brand new universe, rapidly expanding out of a white hole on the other side and governed by entirely new laws of physics. It's a staggering paradigm shift, isn't it? It completely turns everything we know about cosmic destruction into a beautiful story of cosmic genesis. Definitely something to ponder the next time you look up at those dark, mysterious voids in the night sky. Thanks for joining me on this explainer. I'll see you in the next one.